Hey folks, welcome back. Believe it or not, believe it or not, I've got a few minutes. Sister Barb is all taken care of. The goats are taken care of. Her mom is staying with her. Hey! Her mom is staying with her. Sister Barb is home, so she's doing all right, being taken care of. So I come on to update you, but the geese are trying to update themselves. So you'll remember that I had a sterile goose, right? And I had a male dewlap, Toulouse, and I put two females in with him, and he's in a run, right? So that left the sterile goose and the goose that with the dewlap that was being beat up on, the two males, the sterile one, and the one that was a low goose on the totem pole, left them out to their own devices. Two males, it's all good, no females to fight over, right? So the two females that I've got in with the male dewlap Toulouse, they're laying eggs. They're laying eggs in their little nest hut that I made. The thing is, folks, I saw the dewlap Toulouse gander, right? The male goose on top of the sterile goose out in the bog. Now, when I got my 3 Toulouse geese, the 2 females and the male, I was told that one was a male and 2 female, but he's never fertilized any eggs. He acts like a goose. He acts like a gander. He looks like a gander. He mounts like a gander. And guess what, folks? He is a she because the sterile male goose laid an egg. So that's why I didn't have any fertilized eggs, because they were all 3 female geese. Good grief, folks. So now I've got 3 female geese and 2 male geese. All these years, folks, I was told that he was a male. He wasn't fertile. He looks like a gander. He acts like a gander. Everything about him says gander, but he lays eggs. So I've got 2 female geese laying in the pen, the mating pen, and I've got the male goose, the gander, laying eggs in the duck coop. Right? Holy hand, he looks just like a gander, folks. His head, his neck, his undercarriage is way up high, just like a male goose. The undercarriage of a female hangs low. It drags a lot of time, especially in the snow. So, mystery solved. Confusing a little bit. So there is that. It's been awful exciting here as far as everything seeming to happen at once, being pulled in like 1,000 different directions, concerned about if I'm going to be able to get to work, whether it's sleet storm or flooding, and we're supposed to get, I don't know, folks. I was told 5 to 10 inches, but I just looked, and for here in this area, it's 8 to 12 inches of really heavy snow, starting about 1 o'clock tonight or early tomorrow morning and going throughout the day tomorrow. So hopefully that's the last storm, right? Everything, considering everything is pretty good here. Now, I forgot to mention that during the 10 inches of sleet that we got here, or I got here in the yard, Guess what was delivered in that snowstorm or that sleet storm on a Monday? 10 inches of sleet on the ground, and I got my plum trees delivered, folks. Can't plant them, so I've been keeping the roots misted and right, can't get them in the ground. Can't get them in the ground yet. So I've got some more coming, but that's from another company. So anyway, plum trees are being taken care of inside the house. They're looking exceptionally well. They were supposed to be 3 to 4 feet tall, but they were close to 4 to 5 feet tall, right? Really healthy looking. And the plum trees that I bought this time was methyl plums and bubblegum plum. Now, bubblegum, I don't like bubblegum, folks. They say it tastes, the kids like it because it tastes like bubblegum, but I heard it makes excellent plum sauce. So I got it for the plum sauce. Plum sauce and pork is really good. Plum sauce and chicken and turkey is really, really good. So maybe if I can get them in the ground in a few years, I'll have some plums that I could be eating, right? So I guess that's it. It was really nice. Yesterday was 52 degrees, folks. It was really nice. Nice full sun. The water has gone down on the camp road here, just for it to come back up with this storm. I'm pretty sure it's going to come up. If we get all snow, like they say we're going to, and then when it melts, it will flood the road if it melts like it did before. And if we get rain, it'll definitely flood. If we get sleet, well, then we'll have to deal with that all over again, right? So I think I can't put the birds to bed yet. I got some scratching over in the chicken litter that I put shoveled out of the coop. I put it in a pile there, and then when I take the aged chicken manure, the composted chicken manure litter, I take from that pile, bring it up into my garden. Then I'll take the pile that I've been shoveling out of the coop throughout the winter, and I will move that over there. There's only so much room over there, folks. So the wood screw is still here. Not a big fan whatsoever, folks. Even if I could get to sleep, them going back and forth with the logging truck, and then something with chains, and then something else that has blue smoke rolling out of the friggin' pipe. It's all loud, and then you've got the owner that races up and down the road here, even though I put slow signs, folks. There's 3 slow signs, and one day he went by, and I went, slow down, and he did. But I have cameras up, right? And they're on video, and right when I'm not home, he races up by here. When I'm home, he goes slow. So it's one of those people you'd hate to have as a coworker, because when the boss is around, they're going to do what they're told. But when the boss isn't around, they're going to do whatever the hell they want, right? You don't want to work with those type of people. I don't want to work with those type of people. So none of that whole wood screw I'm a fan of, none whatsoever. So, and besides, they're staving the hell up out of the camp road here. It's already bad enough when it floods, folks. We don't need them going up and down with lags, right? And then you know how lags work, right? They go, I don't know how they steer, folks. They go straight, but then when the road turns or whatever, they turn like that. Their lags turn like that, and the road is bumpier than hell, folks. So I'm sure that was really, really good on Barbara coming home after her operation. I will get into a little bit about Sister Barb and what happened. I think I will. If I decide that I'm going to, I will ask her if it's okay to tell what happened. I just want to say, folks, see this? Right? There's a reason I bought a bunch of them for every house in here. They should be on us every time we leave the house. Out in the yard, out in the woods, out in the barns, out in the coops, out checking the mail, out for a walk, anywhere. They should be on us, folks. I think I'm the only one. On this road that carries a walkie-talkie with them every time. Is it a pain in the ass carrying that? Absolutely. Does it get in the way? Absolutely. Do I hit the button and they go off because I leaned up against something? Absolutely. Well, that'll teach me to lean, right? I shouldn't be leaning. If I'm outside working, I shouldn't be leaning. As my kid's sister used to say, if you can lean, you can clean, right? So anyway, this is 11 minutes already. So everything is good. I am hoping once I get the birds put in that I can get some sleep tonight, folks. I don't know if I have to put earplugs in. I don't know what I have to do, but just as soon as I get to sleep, one of those friggin' woods machines would come up by, or somebody come tearing up by, or a logging truck would go up and then back, and because they have to back in all the way from out there. They do. They have to back in that narrow culvert. So after dark they go really slow, so that's even louder, right? So anyway, they wake me up all hours of the night because they're working all hours of the night. And you should see the souped up mess they've got up there. That's so soupy, folks. I haven't dared to step in there. I just have seen it from the road, but it looks like there's 3 feet of soupy, sandy, clay, wet. It looks like soup, folks. It really does. It looks like soup. So, and the logs aren't very clean that they're hauling out of here either, let me tell you. I did see them pulling out one log, and the mud that soupy mud was halfway up their tires. You can see where they had a hole at that end of that log, and you couldn't even see the log because it was in the mud being dragged through. It's at least 3 feet deep, folks, that mud. So it's an awful mess. I don't know why they were in here this late. I just don't know why they were in here this late. They're not supposed to be in here this late. They're not supposed to be damaging that road. But here they are, and I'm not the one that brought them in here, so I have no right to say anything. Trust me, I have no right to say anything. So, been told that. I've been told that. It's none of my business, so. Well, it is, and when we all pitch in to fix the road, right? Because that's what happens here. We all pitch in and fix the road, but when one person is hiring somebody and they're ruining the road, well, that person that hired that crew that's ruining the road should be the one fixing it. That's just my opinion. Anyway, the wind is coming up. We're supposed to get 45-mile-an-hour winds with the heavy snow, so we'll see what blows away and what we lose for trees, folks. So you all have a good night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back. For the most part, everything is good, folks. It's just we're a little stressed because it's not just a little bit of everything. It's a lot of everything that's happening all at once, and the weather doesn't help either, does it? Right? So you all be good. And maybe I can convince the birds to go in a little earlier. They're gathering all around the coop now like they're interested in going in. So, all right, bye.